Bye.
All right, I think that's pretty good setup there. Murphy's still sleeping on the couch, as always. So does everybody have a block or two? Yoga block or two? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Or one's fine. We're just gonna lay the blocks in supported fish and maybe take it a little gentle to start. You can maybe make it, we'll do it again at the end. So one block is between the shoulder blades, the other one is elevated on that second high setting under the back of the head. And legs can just fall anywhere that's comfortable for you. If you don't have a second block, maybe try a couple of pillows under your head instead. You can stretch the legs out, you can keep them bent, you can take a butterfly as long as there's no pain there. We'll just settle here onto the back. Thinking about all the happenings of your day so far. Maybe it's been a lot. Maybe it started with that crazy thunderstorm in Fredericton. And with all of these things in mind, take a deep breath in. Big exhale to let it go. And shifting the focus of the mind to what's to come the rest of your day. A brief overview of the day ahead. Maybe it's a lot, maybe a little. And with these things in mind, take a deep breath in. Big exhale to let it all go. Invite the mind to rest fully on the breath now. Breathing in for about 5 counts through the nose. Breathing out for 5 counts. Feel the expansion with the in-breath from the base of the pelvis, traveling up into the space between the shoulder blades, the armpits, and the chest. Expanding the whole torso like a container. The exhale softens you into the floor, into the block, letting go of any tension that may arise. Preparing to invite some movement, reach your arms by your sides. And just pause for a breath. Inhale begins slowly, and then the arms can follow the inhale all the way over the head. You can let the hands be kind of lazy, relaxed. On the exhale, arms out to the sides, elbows bend as the back of the forearm attempts to kind of trace the floor. And then start the inhale, allowing the arms to follow. Start the exhale, allowing the arms to circle back down. Start the inhale, arms follow, lazy wrists, lazy hands. Out to the sides, using the exhale. And you can go at your own pace now. Maybe you're faster than me, maybe you're slower. Doesn't matter, just stay as calm, cool, and collected as you can. Super relaxed through the hands, almost as if you're holding some kind of weight. Starting to explore this movement in the shoulder, the arms, the head, the neck, and the chest. We'll take 5 more breaths, option to keep moving or just pause somewhere that feels really good, where you feel a benefit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Arms move back down, maybe one last full circle if that feels good. If not, no worries. And then bending the knees, reach the right arm over your head and roll to the right side, off the blocks carefully. And just pause there for a couple breaths. Mindfully move blocks away from the yoga mat, not too far because we might use them again. And then roll onto the back body, feet and arms wide. Maybe the arms are almost in a YMCA style shape. Sorry for my correcting. Good. And then breathe in, let your knees fall right. And then roll onto the right side, reach the left arm over your head. So getting a little side stretch. Exhale back to center, navel draws inward. Inhale, rolling left. Reach right arm over the head. Exhale, navel pulls you back. Inhale to the right. Exhale, navel draws you into the floor. Inhale left. So feel free to continue to explore here. Taking an extra breath anywhere that feels good. And then we'll come onto the back and let the arms rest. Kind of tuck the shoulders in. You could even bend your elbows. And we'll just let the knees fall right. Take right foot onto the left thigh. and press your left hip skyward. So you might even feel for that left hip bone, the front of the hips, and think about pressing it up to the ceiling, allowing for a little bit of resistance from that right heel. Think about lengthening long from left kneecap all the way out to the left chest, past the left fingertips. Nice long line, strength behind it in the back body to support that lengthening. You might breathe in for 5 counts. Exhale, completely empty. Push all the air out. And at the end point, tuck your chin, swallow your saliva, and hold your breath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow inhale. Exhale completely. Option to try one more retention. Breathe in nice and slow, 5 counts or so. Pushing all the air out, contract the abs at the end point. Tuck the chin, swallow the saliva, and hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slow breath in. Full breath out. Slowly unhook right foot and let the knees just drape left to right side of the room a few times before setting up, same thing, knees towards the left. When you're ready, knees fall left. Left ankle hooks right knee. Left. Good. Breathe in nice and slow, lengthening through that right side body from right kneecap to right hip bone, right side rib cage, right armpit, right hand and fingertips. Find the length and keep the strength just to support the posture. Balancing the opposite. Controlled breathing. Slowly inhale to a count of 5. Exhaling completely empty. Tuck chin, swallow the saliva, and hold your breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow inhale. Full exhale. Option to repeat again or continue a rhythmic, continuous, equal length breath. Slow inhale. Full exhale using the contraction of the abdomen. Holding at the end point. Tuck the chin and swallow the saliva, creating the jaw lock. And hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly inhale. Exhale, let it all go. And then with the left foot from right knee, and take any movements that feel right. So you could windshield wiper, maybe hug the knees in towards your chest. Option to lift the bum off the floor in that position, or at least slightly. Feeling the heaviness in the mid back, the low back, the shoulders, and the head. Keeping or drawing right knee in, straighten your left leg long and strong. Try to keep it active by pressing your heel down and then spreading the toes and point the foot. Hug the right knee in on the in-breath. And on the exhale, let the right knee go forward a bit so the arms may straighten. So inhale to draw right knee in. Exhale, sending it forward. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, forward. And then holding right knee with right hand only, left arm could go out to the side. Open the right knee to the right. You can let the left thigh bone open to the left, so rotating outward. Keep the foot pointed if you can. If it feels like too much, you can always bend the knee. And then circling right knee forward over the hip. Use left hand to let the right leg travel across to the left. You might bend that left knee and let both legs stack. Or you can keep it really mild-like and keep both hips down and just draw the thigh bone slightly to the left. And back to breath as the mind wanders. And slowly take your time to straighten your right leg high to the ceiling. Point the left foot again. Press up through your right heel and spread your toes. And then lower the heel, nice and slow motion. Slow as you can, strong abdomen. Even slower than you're going. And you can take the next 50 minutes to lower this one leg. That's the idea. How subtle can we go? How controlled, easy controlled, effortless effort. Welcoming the strength. And then let the leg go. And just soften for a moment. When you're ready, left knee draws in, hugging it in towards the chest, belly. Pointing right foot, straight, stretching it long on the mat. On the in-breath, draw left knee into the belly or chest. Exhale, let it drape forward. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, drawing in. Exhale, forward. And then letting that left knee open left. Right leg can turn open as well. Breathe into the groin, allowing that left elbow to act as a kickstand, holding the thigh or knee. And then you travel forward over the hip again. Right hand outside the knee, pulling it slightly across or all the way across, bending right knee if you need to or want to. Breathing into it. Next inhale, come back to center and either roll up, hug your knees in, hold the hamstrings, or you can roll to one side to come up onto your hands and your knees. So just taking as much time as you need to get there. No real rush. Knees can be padded if you need it. Spread the fingers. Good. And press just the heels of the palms into the floor, and then let the hips go back a bit. So there's not a lot of weight there. So your hips are almost back towards child's pose, and the weight is resting just in the heel of your palm. And then without lowering your fingers, lower the mounds of your fingers. The thumb, index, middle finger, mound, ring finger, mound, pinky finger, mound. And see if you can feel the contact of the heel of the palm and all the mounds of the fingers. And as you maintain that contact, fingers hover and spread wide. And this might feel a little weird. Try to keep the mounds of all fingers rooted as you grip the mat with your fingertips, and allow the middle knuckle to lift. You're really gripping. That's it. Keeping the mounds of the fingers down, the heel of the palm, and the tips of the fingers grip the floor. And then as though you're almost clawing forward, bring shoulders over the wrists. Good. Try to maintain the connection of all mounds of the fingers and push back into child's pose. Inhale forward, gripping the mat, rooting all mounds of the fingers. Chin might lift at the top, so we can add in a bit of a cat pose. On the exhale, round the back, I guess it's cow. Round back towards cat pose, child's pose. Inhale, pressing into all parts of the hand. Notice where you tend to fall or default, and then exhale back. Last time forward, inhale. Exhale, press back. And then lift all parts of the hands, point the feet, and you can stretch the palms or arms forward. Heels of palms plant, but spread the fingers. The whole hand is lifted, kind of pivoting or balancing on the heel of the palm. Keep spreading the fingers. And then allow the palms to face upright, so you're balancing on the pinky side of the hands. Keep spreading the fingers and open the palms to the ceiling. Like you're about to catch something. Active, strong hands. Slow, steady breath. And then fully relax the hand. Let it fall wherever comfortable. Slowly breathe in and bring shoulders over the wrists. Your knees can come apart as your toes meet in the middle. And tent the left fingers onto the floor. And with this fist with the right arm, you're going to pretend like you're starting a lawnmower. Open up and then keep the fist at the top. Spread the fingers. Fingertips flex back, and then curl the hand into a fist. Bring your fist back to the floor. So you're not like punching the floor. It's just a light tap. Then pull the elbow up, lift up, flex the hand back, spread the fingers, and then find the fist again. Tap into the floor. And just try a couple more. Point the elbow up, open, spread fingers, lift the palm back, curl into a fist, press it back down. Last one. Inhale to fold. Open. Flex. Curl in. Press down. Switch hands. So light on right fingertips. Shifting weight slightly left. Make a fist as you pull the elbow up. Open the arm and spread the fingers. Curl into a fist. Bend the elbow. And tap the fist down. Keeping that tight knitted fist till you open. Let it go. Curl it in. Tap it down. 2 more. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. Last one. Switch hands again. This time your left hand can plant. Inhale to open the right arm. Just soften the hand and wrist. And we'll slide the arm through the hole, resting your shoulder onto the floor. Now, if you'd like to invite a bit more movement this morning, breathe in and open back up. Keep the lift of the left armpit, and then slide back down through the hole. You can continue to move on the breath or just stay in the stretch, whatever feels most beneficial for you this morning. Maybe it's a combination of both. Using left hand as a kickstand. If you're holding the stretch, think about rolling back onto your right shoulder. And next, inhaling, open up. Exhale, switch your hands. And so inhale, left arm opens to the left. Exhale, back of the hand slides along the floor. Inhale to open. Exhale, roll it through. Inhale, open. Exhale, sliding it through or pause. End of next exhale, strong abdomen to open back up towards the left. And then plant both hands on the floor. Knees come back in line with the hips and point the feet if you can. And let the feet move right, look over right shoulder. Exhale, center. Knees move left, look left. Exhale, center. Just 2 more on each side. Inhale to the right, look right. Exhale, center. Inhale, look left. Exhale, center. Last one. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Press into strong arms, tuck the toes, and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Knees can be bent, hips can be high, heels can be lifted. And then lifting both heels high, step your right foot between your hands. Option to lower the left knee or wiggle the left foot back so the left leg straightens. Hands on either side of the foot if you can. Holding here, lifting navel. Sink the pelvis No, sink the hips as the pelvis lifts. Good. Front hip draws back, back hip draws forward. Strong arms, a lift from the chest, a lift from the navel, lift from the pelvic floor. See if you can wiggle the back toe back even more and sink the hips a little more. Maybe. And then we'll lower the back knee down and straighten your front leg for this half split position. So front leg straightens, toes lift. You can tense your fingers or use blocks on either side of the shin. Spreading left toes. Coming back into the low lunge. Right knee can stay down, or back knee can stay down. And then lift the back knee, press that into down dog, modifying, moving around, exploring shape. Maybe lift and lower the heels or walk out the feet. Now when you're ready, big lift of the bum. Step your other foot forward. Wiggle the back foot back. Far as you can. So really inviting the hips to sink low. Lifting up from navel, from chest. You're strong here. The palms push down to lift you up. But let the gross muscles on the hips lower as you lift the pelvic floor. Maybe wiggling the back foot back even more to strengthen and stretch more through the back leg if it's comfortable. You don't want to go into the full splits here, but maybe you get pretty close. Party trick. Last couple of breaths, just noticing differences side to side. One side's typically a little tighter. And then breathe in, back knee plants, front leg straightens, hips shift back. You can round the back here and tap the fingers, or lift the chest, straighten the back out, even if the knee bends a bit. Here we'll transition, press your hands down and lift your hips back. Step back to down dog. And then we'll come through into seated. Legs out long in front. Just a little hinge here, so not a big curl forward, but try to sit up as tall as you can, even if the knees bend. And minimize the space between your stomach and your thighs. Ideally, connecting those two. And then hands can press into the floor beside you. Spread your toes. Maybe your hands walk forward. Maybe your hips walk back a bit. Again, keeping that connection belly to thigh. And sometimes the bigger the belly, the easier that is. If you're flexible, try bringing your elbows to the floor. And if it's comfortable, release the head and the neck. Strong and active legs. Breathe in to sit up. Bend your knees, drag the heels in. Hands back behind you. Thumbs or fingers face your feet. Bend your elbows, lift the chest, push into the mounds of the index finger, and lift your hips off the floor. Shoulders turn inward towards the chest. Maybe the head goes back. One, you can experiment lifting 1 foot at a time. 2, strong glutes. Mounds of index finger command. 3, inward spin of the shoulder. 4, and 5, lowering the spine, tuck the chin, elbowing the hips, tuck the chin. Good. And take the feet together, knees wide for Baddha Konasana or butterfly. Holding onto the shins, hinge forward or hold onto the feet. Press your elbows into the legs, shins or thighs, doesn't matter. Closer to the origin is usually better. So pressing the elbows into the thighs rather than the shin. But it doesn't really matter too much. The idea is you're opening up through the groin and the inner thighs. Inhale to sit up tall. And your exhale, straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. So how you might sit on a block for this. It can be a little bit hard on the ankle. So I'll show you the block version. Sit the bum right on the block. Right leg is long. Left foot comes back beside the block. So you're resting on the left shin. Okay. Now, if you don't have a block or you don't need a block, then your butt just sits beside the left shin. Your butt's kind of on the floor. Either position is fine, and you might just stay here. Or you can try to fold forward a bit. So you're getting that hinge at the waist. And you might walk your hands forward just for a little bit of kind of forward momentum. One day your chin would land on the right shin. We won't worry about that today. And then inhaling, walk the hands in, lean into the right hip, and we'll switch legs. So if you're on a block, just be careful. Switching sides when you're ready. So left knee, foot bends, right foot bends back, left leg long. If you're on the block, the knee can bend. And then again, hinge forward towards this longer leg. Hands can walk way forward if it feels okay. Next, inhale, sitting up taller. Lean onto your left hip and straighten both legs long. Just kind of rock side to side with bent knees. And then Marichyasana A, so hug the right foot in to a squat, but make sure there's space between your foot and the thigh on the floor. Lean into your left hand and twist towards the right. Notice that to the left. And notice how my right arm is parallel to the floor, and try to keep that active. And press the back of the arm into the leg, and the leg presses into the arm, helping you twist through the upper body a bit more. If you'd like to find the bind, lean forward and then open the arm, but keep turning the palm. So the thumb ends up pointing down, and then wrap the arm around the leg. Lean into the right hip and catch your hands or your clothing behind your back. Try to keep both hips down and just sit up really tall, or even twist back again towards the left. Inhale, up center, switching sides. Left knee in, right leg long this time. Lean into your right hand, left elbow presses into the inner thigh, thigh into the leg. Palm is parallel to the floor. We're getting that inward spin of the shoulder by lowering the palm. Option to bind, leaning forward. Thumb points down. Turn the shoulder in and wrap the arm around the leg. Holding on to shirt, pants, or other hand, or your strap. And you can look away from the front of the room with attitude. Try to keep left foot grounded. Inhale, look center. Exhale, lean back for both toes. We'll do 2 rounds. Lean back and lift the feet. Maybe reach the arms forward. 1. Maybe straighten the legs. 2. Hollow belly for 3. Lean back and lift the chest. Strong core. 4. And 5. Exhale, cross the shins, lift your butt. Sit back down. Round 2. Hollow abdomen. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Cross the ankles, lift the bum, and then sit back down. So we're going to combo the last 2 postures. So if you want to sit up on the block again, feel free to do so. And send the right foot back behind you. And then we'll bend the, your right, my left, okay. And then the left foot will come into the squat. And we'll do a twist away from the squatting leg first, and just let the arms kind of act as cactus branches here, so you're here, and then turning the whole chest, torso with you, press the arm into the leg, leg into the arm. Option to bind, if you like. Really squeeze the knee in towards the body. That's it. Doesn't work, stay in cactus branches. A couple more breaths. Getting very twisty. Bring out all that tension today. An option to stay here. Option 2 is to sit up, face the front again. Right arm either wraps left knee and look back, or even trickier, bring right elbow outside the left knee and find cactus branch arms again. Pressing the knee into the arm. Option 3 from here is to lift your butt and bind around the leg. So you stay low in the squat. And try to bind. A little bit harder to bind on the block. But if you can do it, great. Means you have really long arms. If you're not using the block, or even if you are, try pressing your right shin into the floor and hover your butt up off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll switch sides, working the machine. So if you feel like a stuffed pretzel, that's not abnormal here. Put your right knee in, left leg back. We'll twist towards the bent knee to start. Cactus branch the arms, chest is lifted, leg and arm press into each other. Inhale, look center, and then twist left arm around the right knee, or go a little deeper. Left elbow outside the right knee, and then press the knee back in line with the hip. Palms can touch, you can take cactus branch arms, or even try to climb that plank. Maybe push off the left foot, left shin, lift your hips. Pretty crazy. Last inhale. And then exhale, look center. And thank you, mother, that's all over. Good. And then we'll lie down onto the back. Hug the knees into the chest. Lift and lower the tail a few times. Knees can come wide apart. Maybe lift the feet for happy baby, or catch big toes with peace fingers and straighten your legs into a V. Lifts up slightly if you can. Breathing deeply. Option here for wide-legged plow pose. Roll up onto the shoulders, toes over your head. Look straight up and lift your chin a bit. 1. Foot pressing your hips to the ceiling. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Roll down and then bend your knees to roll up. Cross your ankles. Plant your hands in front of you into tabletop. Feet swing back to the left. Straighten your right leg and lift your right arm skyward. Option to hover, right foot off the floor. Option 2 is side planks, both legs straight, stacking or staggering the feet. Hips up high. 1. Push down to lift up. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Switch sides. You can move from plank, high push up. Right hand down, pivot right, lift left arm up, hips up, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And snap distance, high push up, rotating from arm to the belly. Reach arms over the head, palms face each other, thumbs are facing up, and press your pubic bone and your thigh bones into the floor. Point. The legs don't lift here, we're just really lengthening that tailbone, lengthening that sacrum to press the pubic bone into the floor. Low butt will engage to help you do that. Forehead rest down, even tucking the chin if you need to. And then I'll keep my head up, but you keep your forehead down. Breathe in, draw the shoulders back into the back, and then lift the thumbs and arms straight off the floor. So shoulders drop back, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shoulders drop back, lift the arms. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now we'll take the arms to a YMCA style shape. Connect the pubic bone and the thigh bones. Arms a little wider apart. Thumbs stay lifted, hands are active. Draw the shoulders into the back, then lift the arm. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale, shrug shoulders back, lift up. Exhale down. Last one, shrug back, inhale, lift. Exhale down. And then arms at 3 and 9 o'clock. Thumbs still face up. Spreading the fingers, active hands. Shrug the shoulders, lift the arms. Exhale, lower the pinkies. Shrug shoulders, lift thumbs. Exhale, lower. Shrug shoulders, lift thumbs. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands under the shoulders, lift up to modified up dog. Bending the elbows slightly, knees are down. Exhale to child's pose. Knees wide or hip distance. Rolling forward like a wave. We'll send the feet to one side to sit down onto the bum. And we'll let the legs kind of stagger. 2 bent knees. Right knee is in front. And we'll reach over to the right side as far as you can, almost falling into the hand. And then turn the chest towards that same side. Option to lower your elbows. Option to lower your head. Option to straighten your left leg. You can support the forehead with 2 fists stacked or the yoga block. The left leg is straight. It doesn't have to be on the floor, so you can push into the foot and lift the whole leg up. See how much tension you can release. Take your time to press up onto your hands. Lean over into your left foot. Switch sides. It's always fun to try to move the legs without using your hands. Totally optional. And then reach that left arm way back. Plant the hands and lie down, stacking the palms. Straightening right leg or keep it bent, just really let go. Here for another 30 seconds. Try to slow that breath down even more. Taking your time, slowly walk the hands down, arms straighten, and we'll lay down onto the back. And a couple options, we can use some props. So 1 or 2 blocks. So either supported bridge, or you can do the supported fish that we started in. For the supported bridge, we'll place a block between the thighs. Use that squeeze of the block to lift your hips and place the second block under the sacrum. So you don't want to be too low on the bum, but not too high up on the low back. It should be a place you can lift your feet up and feel support in the back of the hips. And you can just kind of hang out here. You may wonder what the block between the legs is doing. It's just helping you keep the pelvic floor engaged, although the rest of the body is trying to soften. So the block just kind of creates engagement without actually having to think about it, which is kind of nice, especially if you tend to think a lot. So wherever you choose to be, and if either of these supported options don't feel right for you right now, take any other position that does feel good. Somewhere you can rest fully. Soften the eyelids. Separate the top teeth from the bottom teeth. Fully relaxing your jaw. Adjusting your posture at any time you need. Turn to the 5 count, inhale, 5 count, exhale, as the mind starts to wander. If you're in a supported bridge, engage in your thighs, press down to lift up, and remove the block beneath your hips, then the block beneath or between the inner thighs. If you're on yoga blocks and supported fish, you can stay. Stretch out nice and long. Reach the arms back and take a breath in. And exhale, push more air out than before. Breathe in again. Exhale, soften. Taking your time, bend your knees. If you're on the yoga blocks, roll gracefully to one side. If you're on the floor, also gracefully to one side. And pressing your hands into the floor, walk up, cross your ankles, and find a comfortable seat. Holding on to the knees, lift your chest, and bow the chin. Set an intention for the rest of your day. Hands slide together at the heart. Proud chest, humble chin. And smile like you've been up to something. Exhale, namaste. Thank you all for practicing. Hope you have a good day.